Well, good morning, guys. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Glad you're here to listen to me ramble. Why do I not use more no-till in my farm when all I talk about is no-till? Um, that is a great question. The easiest answer or the honest answer is I'm learning. I am learning. We started with no-till in a couple years and it worked really well. We had good results, and the side effects, so to speak, was everything we wanted. The better water infiltration, erosion, all them side effects of no-till was fantastic. But we were shown a couple of our soil health issues, and the other part is um, fertility management. Fertility management for us is super huge. Our soils are low on phosphorus, they're low on potassium, they're low on calcium. We can't hold on to sulfur, and we can't hold on to nitrogen. So that's kind of expensive cropping. When we were conventional till broadcast corn, the fertility program was 100 to 125 pounds of P, the same rate for the K. We did then ahead of the planter, we did probably 100 to 200 urea with 50 AMS. Well, then you'd get some corn striping from lack of sulfur. So then top dressing later on, we'd come back with another 150 to 200 urea and another 50 AMS. And all that was for was that 160 bushel goal. So you had way more N credits than you were getting bushels. You know, you were using 1.25 N credits per bushel ratio, which is not good at all. But part of it is our area. 10-year average, I would say that's not that bad. That is a normal part around here. Going to the strip till side, I use 50 to 75 pounds of P, same on K. Sulfur, I'm down to 50 to 75 pounds for the whole season. Nitrogen, I am down to 150 N credits, 140. This year, I think we will be, yeah, we're right around the 140 N credits. So, boom, that is a huge dollar savings right there to get the same crop. We are getting the same crop. We are still getting our same bushels. So that is phenomenal right there. So the strip till is our stepping stone from conventional till, working our way to no-till. I've got to get the soil health going, and I've got to learn how to do the nutrient recycling and the nitrogen producing. So that's where that 7-acre field comes in. The 7-acre field, the goal of him going into 2019 is that the cover crop works fantastic this fall. It creates a ton of nitrogen. I'm still probably going to have to apply P and K because if there isn't much P and K in the soil, it's going to be hard to recycle that nutrient through the plants again and again. So we're still going to be building P and K out there, building our levels out there. But the goal is that we eventually get rid of P and K, applied P and K as well. And hopefully that the cover crop is thick enough to hold back weeds like it does in other states to where we can reduce our reliance on herbicide. So that's where that field is going from 0 to 100 miles an hour in 1 year. So that's going to be kind of neat to see how that one goes. So that's my petri dish. The other one, field cover crop number 1, is can we people that are interested in cattle and stuff, does all this data from these guys, you know, the Gabe Browns and Dave Brants, does it really work? They keep telling us this, and they get paid buco dollars to run around the countryside and tell us how it works. Well, let's see. So I'm doing that there because the whole goal is to produce the nitrogen, and the manure will have the P and the K in it that can I put in a free corn crop the next year. And then in 2019, the animals will go to the next field. The next field will be cover cropped and pastured. And then that field in 2019 will be a free corn crop. So that's the goal there. So I am learning We are moving to more of a no-till situation, but until I can figure out a better way to deal with nutrient management than the strip till, I having a hard time jumping both feet first into a no-till program. I need to address my issues. I got to get my soil health going, and I got to get nutrient recycling the natural way and figure out how to do it the commercial way until 10 years from now when I can just do it all that. The interesting part is, so if Jake Ziegler has a great YouTube channel and he does strip till, and there is the contrast of soil. It will take me 10 years of soil health practices to hopefully get to the soil that he's farming with right now. I still won't have his environment. So he can strip till and he does not need to apply fertility because his ground is fertile enough that for him it's a non-issue. The strip till is just a more efficient way to get the seed bed prepped. For us, strip till is how we get fertility going. The large granule, our soil gets so hot and dry when we were doing full tillage that, the roots couldn't get fertilizer because the bug life wasn't there and stuff. And so all the positives are here. We are getting to the no-till side. It's going to take some time, but like I said, we got a couple experiments going to get them two fields up to 100 miles an hour next year. I do usually every year do a couple hundred acres of no-till with the strip till. The strip till and no-till work so well together. In a year like this, where it looks like we're having gonna be, the next 2 weeks are dry, and the soils are pretty much dry right now. The only reason I'm really not gung-ho about planting is the soil is still getting a little on the cold side on the overnight. So that's a little bit creepy, but on a wet spring, the strip till can help force that crop in, just like a conventional till guy. In between rains, we can go scratch up a field and just keep working it and then chase it with the planter quick. If it becomes a late wet spring on the no-till side, you almost got to just muck it in. Then it's a pain in the butt on the planter. You got to risk that if you're in the right soils, you might crust over the seed trench. Then you're going to have stand issues and blah blah blah. Where the strip till, we can go out, we can force that soil into shape just like we have to, because we still have to make money on the farm. We still have to get crops planted timely, and I am in an environment where we do have to force the spring a lot. That's just how it is, guys. But hey, I hope this answers some questions. Keep the conversation going below. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Share the videos if you haven't been sharing them. Thank you very much for watching, guys.